Friends, we can all see that many white bloggers have millions of followers. Please support me too, because my followers are still few. Black bloggers also deserve to be famous. Raised fist medium dark skin tone. My friends, let's unite and lift each other up. Please press subscribe button and like. The Blue Light Idol, a story of clout, corruption, and consequence. The afternoon sun, a merciless, brassy orb, burned through suburban haze of Oakbrook, turning the manicured streets into a silent, sepia-toned film set. Inside his patrol car, Detective Marcus Stone felt a familiar, gnawing emptiness. 15 years on the force had been a slow, bitter march of routine and disappointment. Yet, the advent of body cameras and social media had opened a new, intoxicating frontier. Fame, validation, the surging metrics of likes, shares, and views. Asterisk at asterisk was his new, coveted badge. Across the street, the sleek, obsidian silhouette of black sedan slid into a coffee shop lot. The driver, a man in a tailored suit and an air of unflappable confidence, checked a designer watch. Too polished, too poised. The sight ignited a familiar, exhilarating prickle in Stone's gut. This wouldn't be a tedious traffic stop. This was a viral triumph waiting to happen. He flicked on his body cam, the small red lighted beacon of his ambition, already crafting the headline in his head. What would you do if a corrupt cop tried to ruin your life for clout? The thought sent a jolt of pure, thrilling power through him. The driver, soon to be identified as Elliot Finch, exited his car with deliberate, unhurried movements. Stone swaggered over. Afternoon, what brings you to Oakbrook? Just passing through, officer. Finch's voice was smooth, devoid of the usual tremor of fear. His steady, unblinking gaze was more unsettling than any display of panic. You sure about that? Stone pressed, deliberately invading his personal space. Finch produced his wallet slowly, revealing a clean ID and a city address asterisk asterisk. Nothing overtly suspicious. But Stone knew the truth was irrelevant. On camera, perception was everything. He directed Finch toward his patrol car, the perfect stage for the unfolding drama. The script was flawless. The slick, suspicious outsider versus the vigilant, watchful cop. The inevitable, miraculous discovery of planted drugs. Stone could practically hear the hashtags trending. But Finch did something unexpected. He looked directly into the lens and spoke a single, quiet word. Recording. It wasn't a question, but a cool, firm declaration. Stone brushed it off, blind to the silent warning. Backup arrived, the flashing blue and red lights completing the tableau. Onlookers, drawn by the spectacle, pulled out their phones, the perfect, ready-made audience. Hand behind your back, Stone commanded. Finch complied with an unnerving, almost meditative calm. Found this in his jacket. Stone announced to the camera, producing a small bag of powder he'd expertly slipped there moments before. The sleight of hand was flawless. But Finch didn't flinch. No outrage, no denial, just that same unshakable composure. You want to tell me what this is? Stone asked, holding the evidence high. I think you already know, Finch replied quietly. His tone was enough to sow a sliver of doubt in Stone's mind during the drive. Hashtag the unraveling thread. In the patrol car, Stone studied his detainee in the rear-view mirror. Pretty calm for someone looking a hard time, he probed. Finch countered, his question a strange, unsettling pivot. How long have you been on the force? 15 years. Why? Just curious. Ever work federal cases? Stone frowned. What's it got to do with anything? No reason. Finch leaned back, appearing almost relaxed. Tell me about your family, detective. Do they like your methods? Stone's grip tightened on the wheel. That's none of your business. Of course, Finch said, his voice even. I just wonder how proud they are. The words hung heavy, a subtle but unmistakable threat. Stone forced himself to focus on the flashing lights of the precinct. He uploaded the arrest video before Finch was even booked. Instantly, the numbers spiked. Likes, shares, comments, a tidal wave of digital validation. Stone basked in the incandescent glow of his moment. Colleagues gathered to watch the metrics soar. Local news called eager for a live segment. This was it. But then, cracks began to appear. The bag of powder vanished from evidence. Clerks swore federal agents had taken it. The paperwork perfect, the authorization flawless. *2 flawless. Meanwhile, in the booking booth, Finch made his single phone call. Stone strained to listen. "It's time," Finch said, his voice calm, authoritative. He took the bait perfectly. Send the full team. It wasn't the voice of a desperate suspect. It was the voice of command. Stone's stomach tightened. Asterisk with operation? Who is this man? Asterisk. Hashtag debate in the trap. Miles away, in the Miami FBI field office, Supervisor Diana Chun answered the call. Monitors surrounding her streamed Stone's viral video in real time. "How did he perform?" she asked, satisfied. For 8 months, her team had been tracking Stone's pattern of staged arrests and civil rights violations. Finch was not a suspect. He was bait, an undercover federal asset designed to draw Stone into one final, blatant performance. Stone, still savoring the online applause, had no idea the walls were closing in. "Better than our worst-case scenarios," Finch had murmured in the patrol car, almost amused. "Full profiling, planted evidence, excessive force, and broadcast to the world. You've handed us everything." Stone dismissed him, too focused on the cheering followers, the national attention, and his wife's nervous phone call. "Mark, something feels wrong about that arrest," Lydia had said. He had arrogantly dismissed her unease. Asterisk. "You don't understand police work. This is how we keep people safe." Asterisk. Yet the seed of doubt sprouted. Finch studied guard rotations, blind spots, and departmental violations as if writing a report. He reassured a repeat offender who questioned his calmness with a sly, chilling smile. "What makes you think this is my first time?" Unmarked SUVs appeared at the station. Federal queries flagged departmental records. Stone explained it away as the price of fame. But his composure shattered when a guard reported that Finch knew Stone's home address, his wife's job, his children's activities. Public records. Finch had said lightly when confronted, "No game, detective. Just passing time until my colleagues arrive." Federal agents don't usually keep regular hours, but they make exceptions for cases like this. The word federal struck Stone like a fist. Hashtag consequence. Exhibit A. When the agents finally arrived after midnight, greeting Finch like an old friend, Stone's illusion was violently shredded. The man he had humiliated was not a suspect, but Special Agent Elliot Finch, 12 years with the FBI, currently embedded to investigate small-town police corruption. Panic surged. Stone's desperate calls to his lawyer and his union only confirmed his doom. "Don't say another word." His attorney's voice was grim. "The video is already evidence. It's too late." Stone rushed to a computer terminal and searched federal databases. The results froze him. Elliot Finch, Special Agent, FBI, commendations for undercover work, specialized training in corruption probes, a career far more legitimate than Stone's entire resume. His legs buckled. Every racist comment, every act of brutality, every staged piece of evidence had been recorded by a federal officer whose sole mission was to expose precisely those crimes. When Stone returned to the cell, Finch no longer looked like a prisoner. "You really should have run my name through NCIC," he said softly. "But you avoided it because it would have complicated your neat little story of drugs and arrests and viral fame." He paused. "That phone call you answered? My field office. They just want to confirm you were performing exactly as expected." The reversal was merciless. Hours later, Stone sat in the same holding cell, while Finch walked free with his colleagues. Stone's badge and weapon were confiscated. The video, once destined to crown him a hero, now served as Exhibit A in a sweeping federal indictment. The press devoured the scandal. Stone's social media pages, once trophies of self-promotion, were mined as evidence of bias and misconduct. The same spotlight he had craved now illuminated his corruption for the nation. A year later, Stone was just another inmate in a federal penitentiary, serving 15 years for civil rights violations, conspiracy, and evidence tampering. The viral video that destroyed him had surpassed 50 million views. In police academies and law schools, instructors replayed it as a cautionary tale of the abuse of power. Marcus Stone's story ended not with redemption, but with a crushing consequence. He had sought fame in the darkness, but the light of the public record had revealed him.